Welcome to another episode of Grub Masters. I'm Chris, and this is Carl. Today, we're doing one pot chicken. Book, Carl, what is one pot chicken?
You go camping, you want to have a nice meal, you don't want to have a ton of dishes, and why not make a chicken dish in one pot? When I used to do this originally, when I first started Dutch oven cooking, I would do a whole chicken right inside the Dutch oven with all the vegetables around it. Great, but then I've got to carve a chicken. If I'm out in the woods and I don't want to have to worry about carving a chicken and all the mess, or say I'm a scout troop with a bunch of 11, 12-year-old, 13-year-old guys that are trying to make dinner, we're going to do it with chicken thighs, reasonable price cut of meat, with veggies and carrots and everything all in one pot, ready to serve when it's done.
Right. I know when I'm ready to eat and I see that food come out, I don't want to wait for him to start carving. I want to eat.
So this will satisfy that craving to be able to just jump in and eat. So
what are we going to add to this Dutch oven today?
So what we're going to do is we've prepped our food ahead of time, or our ingredients ahead of time. We have some red skin potatoes. We don't want to be washing, scrubbing, peeling potatoes. We got the thin skin potatoes, got it cut up into slices about a ½ inch thick. That'll cook well. Then we've got some baby carrots. I know they're really not baby carrots. I know that's false advertising, but that's what we've got. They're ready to go. You can have a bag. This is about 1.5 pounds. They typically come in 1 or 2 pound bags, and you could eye it. And then we've got 2 quartered up onions, and we're going to put those on, and then some garlic.
I like garlic.
I like garlic.
We all like garlic.
So why not add it to our chicken? And then, as I mentioned, the pack of chicken thighs. We've got about 10 chicken thighs here. It'll be tight in the pool there, but they'll fit. We've got a little seasoning salt and a little ground rosemary to top everything off.
Sounds good.
You ready to put this bad boy together?
Let's assemble.
All right. So why don't you take and drain off those potatoes?
All right.
I got to go pop the lid on the Dutch oven. So I've got my Dutch oven. This is a 14-inch deep Dutch oven. It's got a ring of charcoal briquettes on the top, a ring on the bottom. It's been preheating for a good 20 minutes or so as we've been setting up. Got a lid stand right over here on top of this other Dutch oven. Just going to move that over. I oiled this a little bit before. Why don't you just dump those right in there, Chris? Oh, they're dancing. All right, let's take those carrots. Do the same. Beautiful. You can see how difficult this is. Why don't we grab some seasoning salt and ground rosemary before we do this?
All right.
Beautiful. I don't even think we need to use this. Okay, tray plate. So you want to grab that garlic? Nicely arrange these onions. And then why don't you put that garlic in there? Then these latex gloves are great when you're outside cooking and you're handling raw meat and everything. Even before, when I was helping the potatoes and carrots get where they needed to go. So we're putting our chicken thighs, just the regular ones with bones, in here. The nice thing about this is with the chicken on the top, all those juices are going to drip down into those vegetables down below. And then also we're going to get a nice crispy skin with that Dutch oven lid that Chris is going to put back on here. The heat on the top is just going to nicely crisp up that skin on top. So this is going to take about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes, depending on the conditions and wind and all, and how often we keep an eye on the coals. We're going to take and spin this every 10-15 minutes. We don't have to be as worried about it this time because the juices from those potatoes, even though we didn't put any broth or anything in there, you'll be amazed on how much broth there'll be at the bottom of this, just coming out of the vegetables, out of the chicken. Oh, it's going to be great. It's going to steam right through and you're going to have a delicious meal.
Can't wait.
Awesome.
It's gotten pretty dark out here. Been waiting on this chicken for quite some time.
When the sun goes down, the sun goes down.
Yeah, I can barely feel my fingers, but I can smell this chicken and I know it's ready. So
we brought the chicken over. We actually tested the temperature before we went live here. I'm gonna take the lid off. Get the full effect there, the steam coming off of it. What do you think about that?
oh, they look perfect. All right.
Let's, why don't we do this? Let me take and give the camera a nice little view of this.
That juice level.
So this came out, I wish you could be here to smell the smells coming out of here with that ground rosemary. Grab that bad boy there.
Let's give it a taste here, Carl.
Skin got nicely browned. Thank you there, Chris.
Absolutely. Well, I got to get a good piece of chicken on there. Although I'd eat that skin any day. All right. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh. You know, I don't care how many times I've made this. It's still one of my favorite dishes.
Oh, yeah. Tasty, flavorful, juicy, hot.
No carving required. So, next time you go camping, consider something as quick and easy as this.
Yep.
Vegetable bed with the chicken parts on top, a little bit of seasoning, and you're good to go. So.
All right. If you like what you see, subscribe, like us, give us a comment.
Get out there and cook.
Right. Till next time.
Take care.